Again. So we're going to start talking about the sex trafficking case that my daughter was found in. And here's the proof of information. You're going to hear this audio recording while I go start the vehicle because I'm on the way back across the bridge to Washington, D.C. to Pennsylvania Avenue today, 4/19/2022. Yes, all of this information is already put into writing and notarized and being submitted today, 4/19/2022. And then you're going to see and hear from Brianna live herself real soon. So pay attention. Remember I told you Brianna went missing. There were missing persons posters posted in Anson, North Anson, and from Maine to Florida. Vermont State Police were all involved. So was Somerset County Sheriff's Department out of Skowhegan, Maine, Waterville Police Department, State of Maine Police Department, Attorney General Aaron Frey, Janet Mills, Department of Children and Family Services and Human Services out of the Skowhegan office, and everybody involved. And I'm going to tell you right now that there is going to be subpoenaed people, whether you like it or not, that were there the morning at Vic Near's Market. The owners will be subpoenaed because I requested surveillance of that, and Heidi, you denied it. So there you go. You're part of, perhaps, a filing of the lawsuit, Vic Near's. Okay, and so then we have Mary that was working that day, and I know that I don't have to ask her more than once. She's more than willing to come forward and say what happened and what she observed. She's a healthcare provider. She's also a good friend of mine. If it wasn't for her grandmother Irma, way back in the day, and my grandmother, we wouldn't have the intelligence that we do today. So I'm going to share this with you about the sex trafficking case, and you're going to hear the information probably about Gordon Obert from Anson, Maine. He's on the fire department. He's been known to be abusive to his kids and his ex-wives. And he's also, why is Deanna, his long-term girlfriend of over 20 years, an alcoholic and on fucking silly pills and a Suboxone program? Why did my daughter go missing from Gordon's property? Why is it that he hid her from me and then put her on a bus to get rid of her, knowing how sick she was? She ended up in a hospital in Boston off from the Greyhound. She talked to sex trafficking and detectives at the Boston hospital. We need to know where those reports are. They're obviously being hidden because what? You're going to hear it right now. So I hope you all enjoy because there's more to come.
So photos from me way back in the day. Repeat of history. Never did find out who cleaned up my apartment and where all my belongings went from Hillside Acres back in 2007. See, I gave up the lease. The lease expired in June, and so we were already not residents of Vermont. We were already established in Florida. So why did Vermont come to Falmouth Police Department come to me in Barnstable and take Kiana from me under faxed warrant of abandonment? They didn't have any jurisdiction. We didn't live there, and you weren't abandoned. You were with family and a friend for a fucking week. And I still have all that documentation. And then Sidney Crossan lied and said that he didn't go camping with us for a week at that campground in Maine. He's the one that hooked the camper up, and I dropped his ass off on our way down to Massachusetts at his mother's house. But he got away with lying about that because that would have squashed the whole abandonment charge right there. If he would have said, "Oh no, I was with him," they wouldn't have been able to take my kids. They didn't have a right to take them anyways. And I have all the letters and paperwork of you requesting to have contact with your mother. And how many years later? 16 years later, and they're still denying you contact with your mother. And that's some shit. Explain that to the nation. Explain that to the people in Congress and the White House. And Donald Trump really wants to hear all this stuff, I'm telling you. Because you see, T.J. Donovan, the Attorney General that had you put on an involuntary medical hold, well, he was the first one to sign and request for Donald Trump to be impeached. Yes, ma'am. And if you look up about T.J. Donovan, you'll find out that before he became Attorney General, he punched a guy in the mouth and defamed his, character for the rest of his life because he knocked the guy's tooth out. And last year, it was brought ahead that he was exploited for sexually harassing people at the State House. That's all stuff that needs to be brought about. It's public knowledge. It's in the news. So why isn't anybody doing anything about it? Kind of insane, isn't it? That's the person that's in charge of the state of Vermont. That's abusing people and getting away with it. And then you look at that court-appointed attorney, Joe Benning. He's a senator. He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be any part of being a court-appointed attorney because that is a client violation right there. Code of ethics violation because he's supposed to represent us anyways as being part of Senate. He's voted in to do that. And then you got Vincent Aluzzi. He was barred from practicing law because of all the frivolous shit he did back in the day, and then he was a senator. Huh? Wait a minute, why is he in court against me then, Vincent Aluzzi? Because I have to see his fucking face in court every time. Well, that's what you need to start asking because he's a conflict of interest. Listen. First he used you as a witness for him, and now he's against you. That's a major violation and a conflict of interest. Request a change of venue, conflict of interest, request that they all be removed, request that all charges be dismissed. That's only my opinion. I'm not telling you what to do because I'm not your attorney. I'm only advising you. If it was me, that's what I've already have done. Get that paperwork into that because I'm telling you, I know from what I've seen and from what I know. Why can't you do anything? Well, because there's a no contact order between us. Oh, whatever. Fuck all that bullshit. That's the only reason why they've got it against me is because I would be able to assist you, but they won't allow me to assist you as a Mackenzie friend because of the fact that they have an illegal no contact order.